Impact Wrestling Final Resolution, the full match card and predictions for you today here on SCW. Thank you for choosing the channel and choosing the video. Please subscribe right now. Leave any comments in the comment section. Please like and share the video as well. Going to go for the predictions very shortly indeed. But first off, I want to say thank you very much to everyone who has subscribed to SCW in recent days, getting now the channel over 700 subscribers. Thank you so much for everyone's support and the very kind words as well that's come here and on Twitter as well. It really does make you feel that this is all worthwhile. So thank you so much to everyone that has been commenting, supporting and subscribing to the channel. But let me know your predictions in the comments below. But let's go straight into the match card then. It is the last event for Impact Wrestling, of course, on Impact Plus this year, and Final Resolution. Some matches, I'll be honest, I'm into more than others. I don't think that this is the best card we've seen from Impact, but hopefully it should be a fun show nonetheless. And I'm going to start off with Karl Anderson against Ethan Page. Now, of course, Ethan Page was the guy that took out Karl Anderson's tag team partner, Doc Gallows. It seems that we've still got the rivalry going here with the Good Brothers and the North, but one thing I've noticed is a bit of dissension started with Ethan Page and Josh Alexander. I think Ethan Page as well, who's been on a losing streak of recent times, even losing to Swoggle, of course, which was the phenomenal Swoggle a couple of weeks ago on Impact Wrestling. I think Ethan Page continues to lose here, and of course that means that they will no longer get a championship match going into the Hard to Kill pay-per-view. I expect that the Good Brothers will go into something different, maybe with the AEW stuff going on. Maybe it actually opens the door for the Good Brothers if Doc can return to take on the Young Bucks. Who knows? Maybe that could be something exciting that could happen. I have a sneaky suspicion, not on this event, but before it all said and done, Josh Alexander is expected to be remaining with Impact Wrestling. I believe there's another year on his contract. If Ethan Page is leaving, I think that there could be a turn here before the end of the year. So I think Ethan Page loses, they don't get the championship match, and Josh Alexander will get just a bit more annoyed with Ethan Page. The Sea Stars will have a great opportunity to showcase their talents once again here in Impact Wrestling, but I think it will be a losing effort to Havoc and Nevaeh. Havoc and Nevaeh still in the, of course, Knockouts Tag Team Championship Tournament. I expect that they need a bit more momentum. They'll get that in this match. We've got Larry D going to be taking on Tommy Dreamer in an old school rules match. Of course, a bit of a weird, bizarre stipulation here. Larry D, of course, the Lawrence D was the person who shot Johnny Bravo, of course, and should be in jail. Let's not kid ourselves here. He should be in jail. If he loses this match, he'll hand himself in. But of course, if he wins the match, he's free of all charges. Now, this is a bit bizarre as a stipulation, but let's roll with it. I think it will continue on the storyline with Larry D and Johnny Bravo. I think Larry D picks up the victory here. Tommy Dreamer doesn't need a win in 2020, and this bizarre storyline will continue with Larry D being a free man. Moving on, we've got Hernandez against Fallah Bahh, and what's interesting about this match is that the special guest referee is Kiera Hogan, and the special guest ring announcer is Tasha Steelz. Now, of course, this is to do with the big whack of money that's been going around on Impact for months now. Hernandez initially winning all this money via arm wrestling. Of course, this was taken off of him originally by Rhyno. It went back to Hernandez, went to Fallah Bahh, of course, who was the best man for Johnny Bravo's wedding. And then, of course, Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steelz took the money afterwards. So this is a bit of a fun but messy storyline. It's certainly more of a comedy angle than anything else. I wouldn't be surprised, as Kiera Hogan is the special guest referee, that there's some sort of weird false finish here. I wouldn't be surprised if Tasha Steelz announces themselves as the winners, just to be daft and stupid to go with the comedy. But if one person is winning here, they say they have Fallah Bahh's back, so I expect Fallah Bahh would be the one that would pick up the victory. We've got the Defeat Rohit challenge for the last time this year, and of course it's against anyone but TJP. I do believe that this will actually be the event now that Manic will come in. Of course, everyone will say, well, hang on, we know it's TJP. Rohit will not be up for this challenge, but of course Scott D'Amore has already said to TJP if he could compete as somebody else, he could have that match. Suicide was the first one, which of course was Crazy Steve under the mask. This time it will actually be him under the mask of his old gimmick Manic. I expect him to pick up the victory. I don't expect it to be a championship match because Rohit sometimes picks and chooses when he defends that title, but I think that it will be Manic, and I do think that as it's the last challenge, whoever it will be, I think Rohit actually does suffer defeat. Eric Young will be taking on Rhyno, and of course Joe Doring will be in Eric Young's corner. I think Eric Young picks up the victory here. Now, of course, this initially started with these two attacking Rhyno and an injured Heath in the locker room area. Maybe this is the place that Heath does return at Final Resolution. We'll have to wait and see, but I do think Eric Young will pick up the victory. The beatdown will go on after the match, and perhaps Heath comes out to make the save. Let's hope that that will happen. It'd be good to see Heath back in Impact. Next, we've got Tenille, Dashwood, and Kaleb with a K, taking on Eddie Edwards and Alisha. I like this, that this has been put together. Of course, Alisha has been trying to have a tag team with Tenille, Dashwood, and Kaleb with a K. Of course, it looked like that was going to be on, but of course, after Eddie Edwards was attacked once again by Sami Callihan, Alisha's efforts and attention went completely elsewhere, not interested in being with the influencers, which of course they took quite a bit of offence to. Now, of course, first off, Alisha helped Eddie Edwards in his attack this past week on Impact, so Eddie could get some small matter of revenge on Sami Callihan. Now it's his turn to return the favour here, of course, and it'll be a tag team match here at Final Resolution. There's one or two outcomes with this match. The first one is that Sami Callihan is in the building and helps get some more one-upsmanship, if you want, and the heels pick up the victory. Or Sami Callihan is nowhere to be seen and Eddie Edwards and Alisha pick up the victory. I'm going to go for the more fun route. I think Sami Callihan is in the house. This way that the heels Tenille and Kaleb with a K pick up the victory, get some heel heat, and of course this gives then something for Eddie Edwards to do. He's not fully fulfilled that promise back to Alisha either, which of course then Alisha can ignore everything that's going on with Tenille, and the full attention can just go on getting revenge on Sami Callihan. Next, we've got the Knockouts title match. We've got Deonna Purrazzo, the champion, defending against Rosemary. Well, she didn't want to be doing this, did she? After finally getting rid of Su Yung, she's got another demon character to face. I expect Kimber Lee will be in the corner of Deonna Purrazzo, and Taya will be in the corner of Rosemary. Somehow, someway, Deonna Purrazzo, she will escape here, still champion. There's some miscommunication has started, as I predicted in the Knockouts Championship Tournament predictions video. That's a mouthful to say. I expected there would be a little bit of dissension there with Deonna and Kimber Lee. There was a mistake that led them to losing the tag team match in the opening round of the Knockouts Tag Team Championship Tournament this week. But of course, I think here that there will be a bit more miscommunication, but I don't think it's going to matter. I think Deonna still escapes with the championship. I think we are heading towards Purrazzo against Kimber Lee at Hard to Kill for the Knockouts Championship. Last but not least, let's talk about the Impact World title match. We've got Rich Swann defending against Chris Bay. What a great opportunity for Chris Bay, a main event world title match here. This is awesome for him. I'm really pleased to see him in this position. Him and Rich Swann should put on the match of the night. I'm expecting fireworks with these two in the ring, a show-stealing performance. But Chris Bay, he's still a mid-carder for me. He's not long come out of the X division. We are building towards Rich Swann and Moose, and after this past week on Impact, with a bit of disrespect to the Impact World Champion, maybe Kenny Omega will be coming back at some point to Impact Wrestling as a belt collector. We'll have to wait and see. That's a completely different topic to talk about on a different video altogether, but Kenny Omega, of course, almost invaded Impact this week, suggested he wanted more championship gold. Rich Swann wasn't allowed to go to the parking lot due to Kenny Omega. Maybe that's something that's going to happen down the line. Either way, Rich Swann here is not losing his championship. He's going into Hard to Kill, I think, against Moose for the championship, but that means he will be defeating Chris Bay, which I think will be the match of the night. A great losing effort. Again, Chris Bay on the night, but as I say, Swann will retain. But that's all for me anyway. That's all the matches there for Final Resolution. Are you looking forward to this show? Who do you think will be the winners and who do you think will be the losers? Let me know in the comment section right now. If it's your first time watching and you've enjoyed this video, hit the thumb up. Why not subscribe as well? Hit the notifications on the bell to all. That way you'll know when each and every video is released on the channel. Looking to do the Q&A on Saturday this week. And of course, next week, lots to look out for as well. Final Battle, Ring of Honor, and of course, TLC from WWE. Those prediction videos will be coming on the channel. But that's all for me anyway. Thank you for watching. Have yourselves a great day. Thank you once again to all you guys and girls for the 700 subscribers milestone. It really does mean so much, and your support really does go a long way. But that's all for me. Thank you for watching. Have yourselves a great day. You've been watching SCW here on YouTube.